Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are all ready to kick off a new week of videos. I've got my crystals, I've got a whole haul of new stuff that I want to share with you guys this week. I'm really digging this necklace. My rocks box, man, they just keep on nailing it. That girl gets me. But today, we're not talking about those things. We're talking about a bunch of stuff from Morphe. I have never tried anything other than like the 35 palettes from Morphe, and like, they're fine. You know what I mean? I'm not a like look person for my eyes that much, and so when I get like the 35O palette, like it's all in my head, like I'm gonna be Nikki tutorials, and then I get it and I'm like, these all look the same to me. How do I navigate this? Oh wait, I've never needed 35 shades of one family in my entire life. Plus, they don't all perform super well, and so the pigments and things like that kind of differ from like one shadow texture to the next, so I bought a bunch of things. I also got their... Hi. Today's been a mess. I am cutting in here to tell you guys that the past, I don't know, 4 hours, I have been spending lots of money trying to recover an erased SD card because yours truly decided she was going to do something prudent and buy a 2 terabyte hard drive to make some room on my computer for all these videos that I'm making, so I don't keep having to kind of like purge them as I upload them. Like my computer was dying. So yeah, I decided to format said hard drive, but I did it while my SD card was in my computer and I accidentally formatted my SD card instead. So I erased all my footage. Then I spent all of those hours I was just mentioning buying different software to try to recover said footage. We did pretty well, guys. The only thing so far that's missing is this clip right here in the very beginning of Monday's video. Why? I have no idea, but it just goes black and goes static, and I'm just like, awesome. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot of valuable information in it. It is just me jabbering. The main thing that I need to cover here is that I got the Morphe setting powder, their concealer. Ooh, not gonna be able to see that on camera. Shoot. Okay, so I think we missed me showing the concealer, but I did really like the concealer. And there is a blush palette, a bronzer palette, and a highlighter palette. And guys, I just wanted to get a video out for you guys today. I really thought that I was going to lose all of this week's videos, so like this is kind of an accomplishment in and of itself. I hope you guys will kind of roll with me. My cat wants in the bathroom right now. There is no rest for the weary, apparently. But guys, thank you. Thank you for letting me just exist and try and manage my life. I will now drop you into the video where I am applying and apparently really liking the setting powder. So back to you, Khaki. That is really, really pretty. And it does disappear, at least on my skin. I never, ever want to speak for everybody because I totally understand that I am at one very far end of the spectrum when it comes to skin tone. So, I want to take a smaller brush and just kind of get right underneath my eyes there, the crease right there. I'm like not a stickler about creases at all, but I just kind of want to make sure that this powder kind of can meet all the marks, you know? Right now it's reminding me of the camera powder from Luscious Cosmetics, except it's kind of easier to apply than the camera powder because it's loose instead of packed pressed powder. So, I don't know, you can just sort of pop it into all these spots like around my nose and stuff like that, and it just kind of does the work for me, you know? And I think it's gonna look really pretty when I hit it with I just dropped something. It's gonna look really pretty when I hit it with a finishing spray, which of course I didn't bring up here with me. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Bronzer. So far, I'm digging these products. I think they're really, really pretty. I love this concealer. Like, I'm still kind of shook about the fact that it's not like heavy-duty theater makeup stick. I was expecting it to be really, really intense, and it's actually really creamy and smooth. This is everywhere. You might not be able to see that, but like, it's all over the place. My goodness. She is called Glitterati. I like the compact. It's really pretty, but like I'm kind of scared to open this. Oh no! That's a problem. I'm gonna still try and use this, but like this is a problem. Okay, so I got the lightest shade, I think, and this is actually 2 different shades, which is a shame. I might like get in contact with them about this because this is not good. So I'm gonna use the matte shade as my like contour. I'm gonna try to. It's kind of mixed. Like, I'm not even sure that this is gonna give ideal results because I can't pick up like a predictable amount on my brush because it's so kind of like cracked and powdery. But I don't need a super dark contour on my face, so that's what I was like really excited about this product because I was like, finally, a contour that is actually fairly light. I could do like the Hoola, but I don't really want to give my money to Benefit. And it's just like most of these contour powders like start off like real dark. And that's just a really pretty kind of natural. And then there's also a glittery kind of like, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Sort of a more glittery shade that kind of like mixes in with it. Why do you itch so much? Oh my God, get off my face. Oh. What are you? And why do you itch so much? Oh, I hate when my face itches while I'm doing my makeup. This is kind of a bust, like literally. I'm not really able to tell you guys whether I really like this product because I feel like I can't distinguish one from the other in terms of the colors that, you know, it came with. But it does give a nice kind of like bronzy highlight, which is pretty. So we've got a little bit of a bronzy tan going on here. And when I say a little bit, I don't actually know. It only feels like a little bit, even though I just keep applying it. But sometimes when I edit, I look and I'm like, girl, stop. You should have stopped 5 minutes ago. But I got these lights on me, and so it's kind of hard to know sometimes. Boop. All right, let's hope that some of this other stuff is in better shape. So let's go ahead with our Pop of Peach Blush Trio. All right, she looks clean. This looks nice. And they package it with like foamy stuff and everything, but I guess because it was like a soft envelope, it got banged around. Okay, that's beautiful. So those are my Pop of Peach, and you get Maker, Creator, and Influencer are the shades. Morphe is a social kind of product line, you know what I mean? They started out kind of as an influencer-based makeup line. It's why Jaclyn Hill's rich, you know? So anyway, we're gonna go in with Maker first, which is this really, really beautiful kind of like, even though this is supposed to be Pop of Peach, this feels like a very like cool shade. So I'm gonna go with that first on my cheeks here. That's a beautiful kind of like summer shade, because it sort of blends with your contour without being like overly youthful, you know what I mean? I don't know, I've been watching a lot of like French girl beauty tutorials lately, and they're like, you don't want your cheeks to look too like pink because then, you know, it looks too youthful, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't mind looking a little bit youthful. So, what do we think of that? I think that that's really pretty. Let's take this sort of medium shade right here. Sorry, I say medium, it's just in the middle. It's the Creator shade, and it's gonna be sort of a matte pink. And I'm just gonna do kind of a pop, 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 and then blendy. Okay, that's way too pigmented. Let's dial that back. Much of my suspicion about this being a Morphe palette is being confirmed because each pigment kind of behaves differently. You know what I mean? You can't really like count on one to behave just like the next. So I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of kind of the original like Maker here, because that is really extreme. I actually kind of want that gone. It's like it's not cute. Like that's not a good color. It's just super, super extreme. Ugh, I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't look that cute. I kind of wish that we hadn't done that. It's like really, yeah. Live and learn, you know? That's what these first impression videos are for. I'm gonna kind of clean up a little here. I always end up with just like a full freaking cake of makeup on anyway when I do these videos. Alright, overall kind of underwhelmed. Let's go ahead, I don't know, I just kind of want to swatch these because I'm not using all three of them on my face. So you can see there that this was the one that I put on that was like way, way too pink. And then this is the one that's kind of too dark for me to even try. And then this is the one that I actually like, which is Maker. Like it's just really pretty and kind of goes with like a nice tan complexion. A nice sort of contoured complexion for me, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that entire palette really appeals to me. So finally we have have the High Impact Highlighter in Stardust, and she's everywhere. Come on, Morphe. Oh no, this is gonna be horrible. This is so bad. Oh my god, this is completely unusable. Are you serious? This sucks. Ugh, I'm so freaking annoyed right now. I'm sending this stuff back. This is so dumb. So, this is the Stardust highlighter. It is gonna be like a really pretty kind of like light pinky, shifts to almost a little bit green. I don't know, but like it looks that way in the pan, but it's just a very, no, I'm sorry. It's just very like cool tone, and then it sort of shifts pink. I'm not a big fan of that either. That's almost like a little too ethereal for me. Ugh, I don't know. Guys, I don't like any of this stuff. Guess who's not ever getting a Morphe discount code? Khaki. Khaki is not getting a Morphe discount code. Okay, I kind of hate all of this, so I'm going to try and save it a little bit. I'm using the Pink Leopard because it saves everything, and we're just gonna kind of blend a little here. Ugh. Oh, it's too much. I'm wearing too much makeup. I don't know, guys. I don't know what Morphe's doing. Girl, what are you doing? Like, your stuff ships broken. Like, you're upping your prices. The performance just isn't there. I can't. And I really don't like their brushes. Like, I've ordered their brushes in the past, and they're so disappointing. I don't understand why all these influencers just like, I don't know. It's because they're making money off of it. That's why they're pretending that Morphe is like high quality. It's not, and it's frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my makeup and I will be with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I'm done with my makeup and I'm here to share my final thoughts on all these products that I just tried from Morphe. I did not intend for this to be a Morphe tea party. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to just get on here and bag on products because I want to believe that the right person would appreciate any line. Like, nobody's out there making money off of something that they don't even think is a good product. You know what I mean? Like, I want to believe that anytime somebody puts a product out, that they put their heart and soul into it, right? But let me just say that if a product requires you to be a professional makeup artist in order to get the products to perform properly, that's not really a product that I want to invest my money in because I am not a professional makeup artist. I don't really know the expert way to do everything. I am just a human being trying to put herself together in the morning, maybe trying to save a buck on some makeup, and Morphe does make themselves very accessible financially, but these products, they just don't knock my socks off. So one by one here, I will say that the concealer is it's pretty. You know what I mean? I'm really not sure how it's going to kind of stand up over the course of the day. And it does kind of rub away as I'm sort of blending it. And so that's why I liken it to the Glossier Stretch Concealer, is because it just is a very lightweight concealer. I don't think it's a very good blemish concealer. It's just kind of a blending, camouflaging kind of cream, not so much like a boom, like what you would expect from Morphe, like cake face concealer. The translucent powder I will use again. I'm really not sure how hard it is to make a translucent powder, but this is a perfectly good translucent powder. It's very pretty. I would like to see it kind of on darker skin tones so that I can necessarily vouch for the fact that whether it works on someone who isn't as pale as I am, but it does what it says it's going to do, and it's very pretty. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. What bothers me is the irresponsible way that these are packed and the way that the pigments just kind of are really unpredictable. So this irritates me just because this is such a letdown. When you open a product that you have been waiting for over a week to ship to you and it's just cracked and broken and unusable. Like, that's really annoying. I can't use these. I'm going to have to send them back. And then also, the blush pigmentation really bothered me. So it's like, one blush I couldn't get to show up on my skin at all, and then the next one was just insane. Like, that's exactly what I experienced with their eyeshadows when I ordered the 35O palette and the 35T palette. And truth be told, when I get up in the morning and I'm going to put my makeup on, I'm just not going to reach for a product that gives me a headache trying to use it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's going to set me up for frustration, and I know that, that's the mental association I have with that product, I'm going to reach for something else. And so, no, I don't necessarily recommend their pigment products. I don't really know what the appeal is of Morphe because there are a lot of products out there that are very inexpensive that you get a lot more performance out of. So as far as the blushes go, if you're looking for a peach blush with a little bit of sheen to it, like all of those kind of want to be, that actually performs and is not super expensive, go for the Milani Luminoso. You know what I mean? Like, this is as good as they say it is, and it is very inexpensive. And CVS usually has Milani like buy one get one half off or something like that. So good. Bronzers for the pale girls who are looking for something that isn't just going to put a stamp of something brown on their face because it's hard to blend that. Then I always recommend this guy. This is my mainstay. This is the Pink Leopard Blushing Bronzer from Too Faced. She's not cheap, but I swear by it. I mean, every time I see myself in pictures after I've put this on, I'm just like blown away by how pretty my skin looks. It does the perfect kind of diffused light on your face. Yes, it has some sheen to it. That's what we were going for with the Morphe too. So, I mean, that's a matter of taste. You don't necessarily always want that. And there are, you know, I really love my Ray matte bronzer from Thrive Cosmetics. It's a great matte bronzer if that's what you're in the market for. You get a ton of product for the money. And I also have 15% off code down there. But this is like the best kind of blush bronzer combo that I have found. And I just don't think that, you know, even if something's inexpensive, if it's not worth the money, it doesn't matter how inexpensive it is. You know what I mean? If it's just really difficult to work with. And as far as the highlight, there are just so many freaking highlights out there, guys. This one is a little too ethereal. I'm not a big fan. A highlight product is not a difficult product to make. You can tell that by pretty much any drugstore eyeshadow palette. The shimmers and the sheens, like, they're always going to be a higher performing, higher impact pigment and product than a matte. A matte is a harder thing to nail. So all of those like shimmer products, like all the highlights and stuff like that, there's really, unless you're really in love with a particular one, like I really, really love Champagne Pop from Becca. And so I will kind of pay the money for that because it just performs so beautifully, but there really are so many affordable highlighters out there that you just don't have to like put up with this crap. So guys, I know that this is overall negative. I'm really disappointed, honestly. Like, I'm really disappointed at the performance of the products and also just like the condition that they shipped in. It's just, you know, I'm probably blacklisted from Morphe forever, but that's fine. There's a lot of stuff out there. So guys, if you appreciated this, give it a thumbs up. If you have comments down below about, you know, like your favorite product or something like that from them that I'm totally missing out on, I'm sure you'll let me know. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, guys, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.